Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Welcome to another
Debs,
show. Welcome,
can't do
welcome,
that.
welcome, welcome. We have another special edition today that is amazing and powerful. All the way live from Jamaica, you guys. Jamaica. Can you believe that? I'm so excited about today, especially. This is an amazing artist. Um, Oh, his music is beautiful. His music is beautiful. I was listening to some of his music yesterday and I could not believe it. Like he's very captivating. A lot of fun. His music is fun. That's what I can describe it as, right? And I'm just, you know what I'm happy about? Listen, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of a quarantine, supposedly, or whatever. But yet, somehow God is allowing us to connect to different places all over the world. Here I am in funky Texas, where they've been having all them problems and issues. And this guy is in Jamaica. Can you believe that? I've
Yeah,
never,
man.
ever, ever been to Jamaica, but here it is. This podcast, Queen G Live Experience, is touching a whole nother part of the world. So we're going to bring him in. Welcome, you guys, Mr. Sando. Sando is an artist from Jamaica. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Welcome to the
Awesome.
Queen G Live Experience.
Awesome. Yeah, man. It truly is a blessing. And like you just said, I think technology is doing or working wonders for all of us because you can be all the way over there in Texas and me down here in Jamaica and we get to connect with the world, on a whole nother level. So it's beautiful. And I want to thank you guys for, having me on the show today and bless up. Yeah, man.
Definitely. I want to thank Tori for this connection for us and thank her management team and just, all the things that she's doing too, because she was the one that put this together, put us together. And I can't wait to build this alliance and this friendship with you guys and open this door up where, hey, you, many others will be able to, be on this show and on this podcast from all over the world, another part of the world. I just think it's amazing.
Oh my gosh, that right there within itself is a blessing. And like you just said, I really want to, take my hat off to Tory and Commando over there at the Righteous Movement. I think they're really, as the name suggests, it is a righteous movement, and I think they're doing a great thing right here, right now. Making this connection, making all of this happen right now. It's truly a blessing, and all I can say is that I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Yes, yes. Sando, so how long have you been an artist and when did this start for you? When did this journey begin in your career?
Oh my gosh. Well, consciously, I'd like to say the journey started about 10 years ago, but unconsciously knowing it's I've been chosen from birth, but ever since like going to like Sunday school, mm, elementary, primary, and high school, it's like it's been the calling has been there, but I really wasn't paying attention. I'd say that was not until I got to college. That was in GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sport. One of the only sports colleges down here in Jamaica and the English speaking Caribbean. It was not until then that I truly realized that I couldn't, ignore the calling anymore because I saw my aunt do it. I saw my granddad do it. They were amazing singers. They were truly songbirds, if I can call them that. I saw them do it. And it's like it's been pulling me since, but like I want to have my own way. I couldn't do it anymore when I got to college though, because that's where it truly, came alive. And I've been walking like over 10 years now, like perfecting the art, still not where we want to be, but we're still putting in a lot of work. We've met a lot of great people along the journey, and I see where a lot of growth has taken place over that 10-year period. So it's been amazing. It's been truly
Well, I
amazing.
can say today's podcast is being filmed from the United States. It's in Texas, and then my audience is everywhere. I have people tuning in from different places all over the world. So
Yes.
listen, I feel like, and I was telling somebody this the other day that what you desire, the things that you desire, it draws that in your direction. You know what I mean? It's called faith. It's called faith. It's called faith,
Yes.
Faith. When
Yeah,
we
man.
have faith, and when we believe in ourselves, when we believe these specific things or that we can do this, it begins to draw that type of energy in your direction. And I believe that, we're crossing paths because evidently you have been standing in faith for your career, and I've been standing in faith for my career. So God saw it fit for us to come together and the worlds to come together. You understand? Now and I know this. This ain't easy nowhere, Sando. Nothing that we do is easy, right?
And yeah, nothing at all that we do in life, once we have a passion about it, or whatever it is that we choose to do with our lives and ourselves, it's never going to be easy to get up and stand at all. So I understood that from the very get-go, so I knew it wasn't going to be like just get up and get it just like that. I knew I had to put in a lot of work, like a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of hours practicing and practicing. And a lot of times we ripped a leaf from the book that we were writing in because it wasn't done properly, and start over back. A lot of times we got up, but that tenacity, that drive to keep going, because like I said, being chosen or having a calling on your life is much different from just getting up and wanting to do something. So I understood
So
what I
true.
had to do. I understood what I had to do, and none of my experience ever deterred me. If I should say my experience were to help me somewhat, they made me a whole lot stronger. So
Right.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
tell me about the art of being a musician. What are some of the sacrifices that you have to make as an artist? What are some of the things that you have to do that goes into this passion that you have as an artist?
Sometimes, well, for me, I'm gonna speak from my point of view. you know we people like myself, I sacrifice sleep sometimes. I sacrifice the whole sociable environment, like being in a lot of other energies environ, like I don't always want to be surrounded by a lot of people. So I know that inspiration sometimes comes from within. So I don't always get to be surrounded by a lot of people sometimes, so it requires me being in my own space from time to time. And of course, tireless hours, you've got to put in tireless hours working on the craft. And for me, well, I'm mostly into working on me as a musician, in the sense of ensuring that I learn like new ways how to put the art out there, in terms of like learning to play the guitar, and maybe
Ooh,
maybe
okay.
learning some new melodies and stuff like that. So I try to invest a lot of time into me developing my art.
The craft itself, and you're studying and you're putting that time and energy into learning how to play the guitar and do these things,
Yeah,
and
man.
that takes
Yeah, man.
time. And oh,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what you said that was very very interesting to me, um that you can't be around a lot of different energies like that. What we don't realize, what we do. for a living. You and I both. I'm an interviewer and a red carpet host. Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm also a marketer. But what we do for a living, we have to have a certain aura, and we got to keep our crown and our temple,
Yeah, man.
pure. You
Yeah,
know what I
so
mean?
it's basically sometimes I don't want to sound like isolated and still like I'm confined to solitary all the times, but sometimes you just want to protect your energy and stay in your own space because that's more conducive to the type of work that we do.
Right, right. That's the point I'm making, and I thought that that was a great point that you made with that because we don't really talk about that. Certain energies can switch, the path of where you're going or where you're headed. If you got the wrong kind of people around you, that could
Yes.
really damage
Yes.
you as an artist and as a creator. And it's important as creators that we keep our spaces, with a certain type of people or a certain type of
Yes.
element around us. When you
Yeah, man.
begin to add that negativity, something negative to your space, it definitely makes a difference. It changes your whole uh, path and way that you handle things as a creator. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing as well is that apart, separate and apart from me being like solely confined to my space, when I do get surrounded by other energies that are in total contrast to mine, I still I'm more of in a quiet zone and taking from that energy, learning how to transform that energy into something positive so people can get something from that energy as well.
What is your favorite part about being an artist? What's your favorite? Oh, I
I
love
like
that smile. I love that
yeah,
smile.
because
Yeah.
I I'm like, yeah, touching on that, I really love, I think I enjoy constructing, like writing music. I like that, and I also like performing. I also like performing the music. I think those two areas are really it for me.
Performing, yes. So when you're in front of an audience, thank you, Stacks the Realist, for that compliment on this hat. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
He
man.
just gave me a compliment on this hat. I got to acknowledge those statements and things like that. Um, when you're performing, what is that like? What does that feel like to, get up
Oh,
there on that stage and just let go?
that's it for me. It's like, here's the thing, we lay down the foundations during like constructing the work, and to go out there and perform is like putting on the roof, like that's like topping off the finished product, and you then get to sit inside your house and enjoy the finer things in life. So performing is pretty much like that for me. It's like really now going out there and allowing the people to see what we've been working on for quite some time
Yes.
now. So that's what performing is like for me.
So
It gives me that sense,
take
yeah, of accomplishment.
taking that creativity that you had in your bubble,
Yeah,
taking that
man. Yeah,
creativity
man.
and sharing it with the world. So it's kind of like now it's time to serve and show everybody what you've been
Yeah,
cooking. It's kind of like cooking in the kitchen. You add the ingredients, to
yeah,
the
man.
meal. You add this
Yeah, man.
ingredient, that ingredient. You got to add the seasoning, the sauce, right? All of that
Yes,
stuff.
yes. So and when you done cooking now and taste it, you're like, yeah, this is it. That's the taste we're looking
Yeah.
for right there. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. That's
Hey,
it
and
for
let me
me.
tell you something else. When you don't have the right ingredient, like those onions or something is not added, what happens? You can taste it, can't you?
It's evident. It can be hit. So yeah, man. That's
Right, right.
basically we know.
Uh
So
huh. Uh huh. So
yeah, man.
I love all of that. Like it's you know what? Someone I was watching a live workout show. My auntie does like this workout show, on live Facebook, and she said when you when you do what you love to do, you never work a day in your life.
And that is so true,
It's
that
so
is
true,
so
right?
true, because it's for me, it's like people see what I do as a challenge, but I don't see it that way. For me, it's total fun. If I could be like solely in that zone all the time, I wouldn't even recognize that it was night or it was day or anything. I just full joy every second of it.
Right, right. It just stimulates every part of your everything. You know what I mean?
Y-
It just
Yeah, man,
I know
making
for
it look.
me, same thing. It feels so amazing to be blessed, to be chosen, as you said, for these gifts and these talents and to be put out there in that way. And now there are some sacrifices. We know it's not the simplest
Yes.
thing. And it's the gifts when they come, honey, there's also, that other side. And it's kind of like you take the good with the bad, but overall, you know that you got to do it. You know that you got to get up and do this. You know what I'm saying?
Like you just said, when you love what you do, it's no longer considered as work, and no
Yes.
longer time consuming. For me, yeah, it time doesn't even exist when I'm doing what I love, and that's the music. Yeah.
Right. So how many songs have you written in a 10-year span? And talk to us about the writing side of you.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say a great ton of songs, but I'm more of that person who will write based upon experiences, or maybe positive and conscious ideas. So when I'm really putting music together, then we're definitely gonna wanna go for a message based kind of music. We don't
Mm-hmm.
just wanna be writing songs. Yeah, but we love to put a message in the music, and we've had quite a number of messages over that 10-year period, because I could never say it was smooth sailing, and now I truly understand everything that we've been through and why we've been through it. So we were getting strength or growing in strength to really put that into the work, to inspire, to motivate and
Mm.
uplift other people. So I understand now over that 10-year period why we went through what we went through. And it's never done. It's never done, but where we are, we think that, it's a good place. It's a good place.
What has been one of the most inspiring moments that have happened to you as a musician? Tell us about that experience.
Okay. Can you repeat that question for me again? Sorry.
You know how something, okay, you do what you do with the job that you do, right? And then out of nowhere, something happens that's just remarkable and amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing. So tell us about one of those moments in your career that was just amazing, and you'll never forget it.
Well, okay, then I definitely have to mention the 2019 crown that we won in Noranda, down there in Saint Anne, Jamaica. Um, that was a turning point for me, or an uplifting point in my journey for me, um, because I believe that when we got that recognition from the people of Discovery Bay, from the people of St. Anne, from the people of my community down there in Trenchtown, that was an accomplishment for me, because I was like walking on the road for like, maybe 8, 9 years, and with, I would basically say nothing to show. And after that happened for me, it literally brought tears to my eyes, knowing that people actually recognize the work that I was putting in over, the past couple of years.
Wow, that's amazing. So when the people validated you, it just took things to the next level. Like, hey, I know I've been working this craft. I know I've been doing this, but the people said, the people's validation, yes, it definitely gives you
Well,
more motivation to keep going, and you understand that the craft and the work that we do is for the people.
oh, definitely. I mean, even this right here, right now, is speaking a lot of volumes, to what I do. And Tori, Tori, Tori and Commander Joe, I really have to, like I said earlier, take my hat off to them, because what they have done is a great deal of motivation for me, and what I stand for and what I'm about. Of course, sometimes we in ourselves, we know what we're doing. We know that it is all for the benefit of the people, but to have them say that, look, we appreciate love what you're doing, and we appreciate love what you stand for, then it says a great deal.
Yes. How does your family feel about you being an artist?
Oh my gosh. Well, that, sorry, you have to go around to mommy's side, maybe. Okay. Yes.
And the babies are okay if they got to get on there. That's I got kids too. Sometimes they jump in here. They be like getting on the live. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Well, family support, when speaking of family support, when I saw my dad, you know literally walk straight up to me and said, I think you're doing a really great job at this, man, and continue doing what you're doing. And to see my mom like put a suit together for me to say, look, this is what you've been dreaming of for so long now, and to see you actually doing it, I mean, that that is saying something to me on a whole nother level.
Wow.
And that's the kind of love and support that I'm getting. And speaking of family, I definitely, I have to talk about the empress who holds it down with me, in terms
Woo!
of the support, because
Yes. Let's
she's
bring up the
always,
queen, honey.
yeah,
Talking about the
man.
queen.
Yeah, man, she's always there, in emotional support, physical, spiritual, whichever one of the alleys that we want to go down, that support is there. And that for me, is why I sometimes do what I do.
That's a blessing, and I understand. I have a mate as well that stands by me 100% and is there, oh, in support. He is why I'm able to stand sometimes
Yeah,
and
man.
stand up. You know what I mean? Because when we're on the inside of this, there's a different aspect that happens. You know what I mean? And there's a lot going on the inside. And they would only understand what it's like to even walk by us to even support us through this. You know what I mean? It's
Trust
not
me.
easy, and it takes a
Yeah,
lot of patience.
yeah,
Takes a
man.
lot of
Yeah, man.
patience.
And one of the good things is that, you know she has that understanding, to know what it requires of me to do what I do, and sometimes to be in my own space and isolated somewhat, and take, a little bit of time away from the regular duties. To have that understanding is like, that is also a blessing within itself, because not everyone understands what, is required of you.
Right, right, exactly. And it definitely patience is a virtue.
Yeah,
Trust
man.
me. When it comes to standing by our side to be there and support to do what we have to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Let me. I want to get into your music though. Hold on. I got a little boom box here. Let me show you this really beautiful piece of artwork that somebody blessed me with. This is my
Hmm.
boom box,
Nice.
my own personalized radio. Isn't that cool?
Awesome.
um, Somebody designed this for me, and I want to
Wow.
play. I'm gonna play your music on here, so we can hear what you got going on, what you got going on. I want to let the people hear what you're about. Um, this song right here is called "Powers Up."
Yeah, man.
This is
Yeah,
your
man.
official video. I'm gonna try to show that during this live. Hopefully y'all can see it. Hey.
Ah,
Sando, I wanted to stop and I couldn't. Like I know I had to
yeah.
stop because you know what I mean. We're just giving the people a snippet, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want. I did not want to stop. Like I
Yeah,
did
man.
not want to stop.
Yeah, man.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
man.
Tell us
Yeah,
about
man.
Powers Up. What is that song about?
Oh my gosh. Like I said, there has been so many experiences on the journey, but it's now that I'm sitting right here, I truly understand, why. And Powers Up is one of those songs that it basically explains itself. It tells you that you will do all the good that you can, but you will still have enemies, you will still have
Mm-hmm.
times where people seek out to destroy you, and all you have to do is just believe in you, believe in what you stand for, don't ever let that go. Ever let anybody else's perception of who you are, determine who you truly are as an individual. Last but not least, we go down and we see where, there's some success coming into play, and a lot of people are gonna be happy for you, but there's still gonna be people that, are really not gonna get it. They're still not gonna
Right.
get that, and you have to just understand that, and keep pressing. You know.
So with that being explained,
Yes.
y'all bear with us. I don't know why it's stopping or whatever,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's having a little technical here, and we're way in Jamaica, so it may even be due to the
Yeah.
the
The
distance and stuff like
distance.
that.
Yeah. Man.
Right. But I literally, let me tell you, I did not want to stop, bro. Like when I was listening, I'm just like, oh my God, here we go again. Look, we're gonna play now that you have explained what powers up means, we need to really get in it because
Yeah, man.
powers up means that regardless, hey,
Yeah, man.
hey,
Tell her to tear them down.
feel free to sing with us, sing with the track. Hey,
Yeah, man. Great music, man.
y'all need to see this video too. It's so dope. Like he's on the soccer field and he's with the people and everybody's just jamming.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
on the beach.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I just love your energy, man. I listen. You got a fan out of me now.
Oh man. Respect, man. Respect. Respect. Yeah, man.
I
Respect.
just love it. I love it. I love it. What do you have coming up soon? Like, what are some of the things you have coming up?
All right. So, well, before I jump into that, I just want to say thanks to Mark Brown. That's MB Red Carpet for the video. It was a token from him. That's after we won the 2019 Aranda show. So he gave that to us, and Sandstorms Entertainment kind of assisted us with the whole process of organizing the video together. I wanted to just notify that for Powers Up. Um, New things coming in the pipeline. We have out now. I don't know if you have gotten a chance to listen to that one yet. Not for sale. A project that we were working on with DJ Blender, the creator, the beat. That project is out now on all major platforms. Not for sale. Um, in the pipeline right now, we have the big thing coming up with the Righteous Family Movements. That's Tory's production. I'm not gonna give out much on it, but it's gonna
Too
be
much, yeah.
huge. Yeah, it's
Uh
gonna
huh.
be huge. That's one of the things, and we also have a little visit that we want to make down there to the motherland. We're looking forward to that, and there's a lot in store that we really don't want to speak over them just yet.
All
We
on,
just
yeah,
wanna,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we just wanna hit them with it.
And kind of give the action behind it. Yeah, just show action. Yeah, I understand that statement all too well because you can't give all your cards
Yeah,
of
man.
what you're dealing, before the time. You just have to walk in it and show the action behind it.
Yeah, man.
Um, Peggy says, "Big up to DJ Blenda." That's her statement that she made. Big up to DJ Blenda. And Peggy also says, "Power up on YouTube." I am Sando. She's giving your information on how
Yeah,
they can
man.
follow you and things like that.
Yeah, man.
So, what do you want your fans to know? What is the message to your fans?
Well, like we just explained earlier, there's gonna be a lot of obstacles if ever you're gonna stand for something. So if you feel like you figured out what it is that you want to do with your life, it's not gonna be an easy road to get to that point where you say, I feel completed, which we never are. But just to get to that point, it's never gonna be an easy walk. There's gonna be, a lot of obstacles, but just be strong in what you believe in, and you'll definitely accomplish that.
Oh my God, I love that message. And you
Yeah.
are one of the most humble and real people that I have met, today.
Yes,
And
yes.
I want to thank you for blessing my podcast with your presence. I can't wait to see what God does with your career. I know that you are going to be so powerful and so amazing. And I'm going to do my part,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
whatever I can to bless it and put my extra little twist on it, my little stank, my hat on it.
Yeah, love that hat, by the way.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
man.
much.
Yeah, man.
Um, and definitely, we're gonna, tell people that you're here and keep shining, bro. No matter what, keep
Yeah,
shining,
man.
keep doing what
Yeah,
you're
man.
doing. Tell us where we can find you on social media.
Yeah, as Debs just highlighted, we're available on YouTube if you want to check out the work that we're doing. I am Sando on YouTube. Literally, I am Sando, right?
I
And
am Sando.
also,
Yes,
yes, and also, yes, us Sando Christus on Facebook. And if you wanna, move over to Instagram, you'll find us at Artist Sando. And by the way, the music is available on all streaming platforms. The latest release that we've just put out is not for sale, so you can check that one out. And let me just take this moment in time and say special thanks to Tori, for making the
yes.
connection and making all of this possible right now. And it's truly a blessing.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Tori. I agree. I take my hat off to you, Tori. All the
Yeah, man.
amazing work that you're doing.
Yeah,
I think
man.
it froze. All the amazing work that you're doing out here, management
Yes.
wise, and connecting all the dots. I mean, come on now. He's live from Jamaica. That's exciting for me. Another part of
Yeah,
the
man.
world and bringing us together, bringing these two situations together. I want to thank my family and my team here at Queen G Live Experience,
Yeah, man.
Mr. Eddie Bell, my husband, and also Miss Madam Meek, who has joined my team and been there tooth and nail to share, post, like,
Yeah, man.
to keep the fire alive with this podcast and bring, the activity and the numbers up. And I say to everybody that's watching from Jamaica, if you support Mr. Sando, please share this live. Please share this interview. Please share this video to everyone. It's also on YouTube, Sando. I don't know if you know that, but as soon as this is over, I'm going to send you the YouTube link
Awesome. Awesome.
to this interview. So yeah, let's get these numbers up, y'all. That's how we're gonna make it. Is to
Yeah,
support each
man.
other.
Yeah, man.
Shares, likes, posts, and let's keep the family alive. You know what I mean? Out here while we doing this.
Real way. Real way. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well, you have been an amazing guest today. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get on with your day and your family. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence here at Queen G Live Experience. It's been amazing.
The pleasure is all mine, man. Enough love, enough respect. And thanks again.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you. Peace, peace, my brother.
Every time. Yeah, man.
So, you guys, that was I am Sando, all the way from Jamaica. Y'all keep tuning in. This is your girl Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'll see y'all next time. Okay. All right. Have a good one. Make sure that this is ending.